Hey guys, welcome back to episode 44 of our Overwatch self-coaching platinum series. We're going to be coaching a second video today because of the extreme shortness of the first one. It was a very quick loss, so we're going to go ahead and I actually need to just pause that. Now we're going to go ahead and review this match here on Eichenwalde next. I really don't think I'm going to stay on Symmetra, especially since the whole team, we've got 3 DPS right now. Now the one thing about Sparler though, he was the Widow on the enemy team in that last match, the Gibraltar match, so I wouldn't write him off as another DPS just picking the slot. They were like one of 4 DPS on their team to start with, so I know that he's not willing to switch off when he's not when somebody else insta-locks DPS, but I wouldn't quite say that's a bad thing just yet. So let's move forward and see what we end up with actually, and then go from there. So we end up going Brigitte with Reinhardt. Hopefully that means that somebody, okay, looks like there was somebody that went through Anna, so that's fine. We have an off tank and a main tank. It's not as necessary to have a saving ultimate on attack pushes, at least not in this area of them. You don't tend to see as many Reapers and Genjis on defense, so the only thing I would really have to worry about would be the Junkrat Tire, and Lucio would actually be the pick to counter that. So let's see where we actually end up here, because we do still have, we're running a single tank because of the triple DPS lineup, so I'm not expecting this to actually go well until one of them switches. Sparler is on Ashe, but he's Widow and Ashe actually aren't very good first point characters for this one, because they don't have the shield break potential that others do. So hopefully we can cap off of this one, because it was actually a really nice push. Let's review that again just a little bit. So it starts here where our barrier gives out.
The barrier's down, so's ours.
And we charge in. We use Bob here to charge in, so that's actually pretty useful. Their Reinhardt ended up high in the air somehow and powered up. I believe he was going to charge our Reinhardt, so I stunned him out of it. And now I'm going to help our Reinhardt win the Reinhardt battle, along with our Anna. If you can't tell, she was killing him there.
I slapped him.
And we're basically just going to leave the soldier to get executed by our Ashe. So that was actually a pretty good coordinated push from our team. We used Bob, and I think that's actually the only ultimate we used for that push, so that's actually really good. No, we used Earth Shatter, so we used 2 ultimates. They used their Anna's ultimate, and I think that was it. So, not bad. Now, I'm not really good at like doling out repair packs in the right fashion, with right target priority, I guess would be the term for it, with Brig, so I'm actually looking forward to her new 3 packs healing. I can't really do anything about that Junkrat from where I'm at, not to mention I'm melee. By the time I get into range of him, it's gonna be a bad time. So that was their Reinhardt charging in behind us, so we have to be mindful of that. So because we used our ultimates on the last fight, this is their turn to use their ultimates to regain control of the point and basically set up a pseudo defense. I didn't mean to hit the McCree there. I was aiming for the, I think it was Anna who was behind him. But
Gotcha.
unfortunately for them, we were able to maintain because they ended up splitting and going opposite directions. Now, because I accidentally hit the wrong person there,
Got him. I
I
slapped the Rhino over there
reduced
on the right side.
my sensitivity to hopefully make that kind of an accident go away. They lost their main healer already, pretty good. Crossfire with our Reinhardt, also pretty nice. Getting healed by our Anna, which is all the one thing that I always ask of all healers is to heal your co-healer. We lost our Reinhardt, so we should actually be... Oh, that was a bad bob positioning. Just unfortunate. I kind of would have just waited because we just captured and our Reinhardt would have been coming back from spawn pretty quickly. So we didn't need to push. We had a potential advantage coming up and we could have just waited on it. Now, excuse me, that's happened almost every recording I've tried making recently. But I should have tried protecting our Reinhardt a little bit better there when he charged in while I was rallying, but he got a little bit too far away from me and I was trying to kill the Orisa, so I tunnel visioned, he dove too far.
If we shred that shield, we could just use our
It
own
was just
suppression.
unfortunate. Brig
Yeah, we
actually
don't
is
have really
not
high
a very
shield
good...
shattering potential with this comp.
If we
That
all
is
focus the
true.
shield, we'll be able to crush it.
But I was gonna say Brig is not the healer to use when they have Winston. She can't really handle his dive. And they are currently running 3 tanks. Winston, Reinhardt, and Orisa. So we are in a world of hurt if we don't get some shield break quickly. We're still just running the
They are running 3 tanks, so we really need to figure something else out. This comp's not gonna do good.
my shield bash wasn't in cooldown there, so I just got caught instead.
Oh, that's so juicy.
Tracer's not the right pick. I mean, Tracer can get behind them, but she won't help with the shield break. She can kill them,
Running back now.
but
Those supports
it's
are down.
not going to do much good. There we go.
Alright, wait up, wait up, wait up, wait up, wait up, wait up.
Our Ashe has... Okay, our Ashe. I was going to say our Anna switched to Hanzo, but I was mistaken there. Okay, so we have now a Hanzo, a Junkrat. Those are better shield break potentials. I would like if our Tracer were on Soldier instead.
Focus Winston.
Now, our Reinhardt pushed in when we were being dove in the back line. Yeah, it's basically that's his fault for not realizing, not paying attention to what was happening to his team. But we should have called it out for him. I got stuck there. I shouldn't have pushed in. I tried to get somebody that was a little bit low and it didn't work out. But I think ultimately this is gonna be okay-ish. We're gonna get stopped here. I'm 99% sure we're not gonna, with how this team is playing, we're not gonna be able to break through this. I'm out of position over here.
We're up 1. I think we can go in.
We were up 1, but I should have led with the fact that I had my ultimate. They are more likely to go in on that. So the rally bought space, and I always try and stun Winstons when they're charging it and like that because they...
Nice.
Okay, so I was wrong. First of all, we got the point, but what I was saying about Winstons, as far as Brig goes, my suggestion is to always try and shield bash them when they're landing, because they do 50 damage to everybody within the radius of their drop. when they land. So you can negate a lot of ultimate charge for them, a lot of damage to your team from them with that stun. And then you have the advantage, like he couldn't put down, because he waited to land before he put down his shield, he also got purpled. He got intimidated. So there was a lot of what would the term be? It got a lot of value to stun him. So that's what I would always do, is like right before the Winston lands, stun him. Don't wait till he lands, stun before. Now, there's a lot of Winstons, myself included, who like to drop our shield before we land, and that shield's gonna save them from the shield bash. But there's nothing lost. You can't lose what you never tried for, basically. So let's move up to the beginning of the match. I'm not really sure why I'm sticking with Brig for this match. I lost last match on Brig, and I just stuck with it. So it's fairly interesting, even though I don't often play her. Our Reinhardt's just getting a little bit of ult charge. We have a Sombra, which is interesting. And at this level of gameplay, the 2300s, she's not going to get a whole lot of value. But you're not going to climb playing Sombra you're not going to climb as a Sombra if you don't play Sombra. So there was nothing, that was a good pick. There was nothing lost from her going Sombra and trying to make it her. She has to learn somewhere.
Oh, yep.
They've switched Winston.
He's gonna try to pounce me. I'm gonna sleep him.
So the assumption by the Ana there was that their Winston was going to try and jump her, but he's just trying to jump the guys on the bridge. Because I couldn't put armor on the Hamza, I was just acting as a shield for the time being. They have a Reinhardt and a Winston. Both main tanks technically, but it seems to be working for them. I have to try and outlast him. Okay, now I can probably go to the point. Gave some to our Sombra in hopes that he would be able to keep this going. He's in rally, so I gotta be careful of the dragon. Our Reinhardt's back, which is good. Alright.
Nice.
Widow's up top on us. Okay, she's dead.
So
Nice
we're
shot,
keeping... we managed to hold that, but let's see how we held that. Go back and go a little bit slower.
They've switched Winston.
So they switched Winston, and I'm actually gonna report a little bit from there. He jumps in on... The reason he switched Winston was to get our Hanzo and our Junkrat off the bridge. I defend our Hanzo until I get my armor pack. Then, as our soul healer, I drop down and try and keep our Reinhardt alive, give him an armor pack. We get their Mercy with the dragon, which is good. Their Widow takes out our Hanzo. And we're probably going to lose a lot here because I decide to take the fight with their Reinhardt and stop them from having their main tank in this fight. So in the long run, it was necessary. Their Mercy's already back. You can see her beam there. Sombra and Ana are still holding the points. We lost our Junkrat, unfortunate, but I'm going to focus on Hanzo because he's using Storm Arrow. He could very easily clap either of these two. From her position up there, Widow could clap either of them very easily, but I'm more concerned about the Hanzo. I saw there at the corner of my eye that our Ana was critical, but my repair pack is on 3 seconds, so all I can do is give her Inspire, and running away from the Hanzo to go to her with Inspire isn't going to help anything. So I just continue pushing over here.
Winston one.
I got my ultimate and I used it immediately because I was on about 100, maybe 120 health. So I needed it.
Oh,
Our Anna lost her life to the dragon strike. She was already critical, so it's not much I can be complained about that. I think this is post buff on Winston, so he's actually cleaving through my armor pretty decently. This is pre Brig armor nerf, so Brig rally nerf. So the fact that I'm rallying right now is the only reason I can take on a Winston on my own. Reinhardt's back at this moment, but still, Winston can kill a Brigitte that's just trying to survive off of Inspire. Especially when they've got a pocketed Hanzo on them.
He's not one.
I failed my shield bash there, but it was pretty good.
Nice.
Widow's up top on us. Okay, she's dead. Nice shot, Hanzo.
So we lost our Reinhardt and our Hanzo pretty quickly in that fight, and then our Junkrat. The Sombra, myself, and the Anna were able to maintain the fight until they were able to return. So that's how we were able to win that one. By the fact that we took out their Reinhardt early on in the fight. We chose to do that rather than going back and helping our team. I strongly believe that that is part of what resulted in us being able to win that. That and the fact that we focused of all characters to focus. They
Winston gun point.
I went from further Hanzo.
Sorry, I woke him up in accident.
Good.
I already used my shield bash, but it looks like he was at the end of his deal at that point. Since we're both powered up, I'm gonna focus this Winston, even though he could technically kill me.
Final point.
Hanzo with just
on Winston.
opportunity.
Winston on Hanzo. Nice. Lock him up.
Yeah, this Hanzo's pretty good. He's the Widow from last match. Keep him back.
Yeah, one tick, but that's not that bad.
Our Hanzo got hit by that. I could hear that. So this is actually turning out to be a really good match, if for me. They've got a Pharah.
That Pharah's there to deal with me, guys.
Bit pretentious to say that, but it's not exactly wrong. I have no defense against Pharah.
And the Hanzo got me.
So I'm
Hold tight, I've got rally when I get back.
as well sitting up. And yes, I do have rally all over again. They hacked the Pharah there, so that's pretty good. Our Reinhardt's down, so we actually don't have a tank out there. I don't recall. Yeah, they were running a Sombra and a. So that was unfortunate. I used my shield bash to get in close, so I didn't have it for the fight. Now I switched this because of the Pharah. I'm not gonna fight into my counter. Not to mention I wanted to get back fast and hold them off, if possible.
Pharah left side.
Alright, so as Lucio, I kind of try to keep
Get the Rhine.
oh, nice one by our Reinhardt, by our Junkrat. I actually didn't hear the tire being cast, but as Lucio, I have a lot of mobility over, like, a tank can't move fast, but he has a lot of health. I have a lot of speed, but not a lot of health, so I can contest the point.
We should be able to hold this.
As Lucio, so that's why I like going him on this style of defense. If we were doing a more static defense, I'd prefer to be
Nice
Zenyatta.
one. That's a good spot.
He trapped himself
Pharah's
in that
looking
tunnel.
for a barrage.
We didn't really think about trying to deny the res there. I was able to get out of there with when they were focusing me, but I got killed eventually. I think I managed to boot them off their Reinhardt off of a charge on our Reinhardt, but he still died in that fight. We're still running a soul tank, which is gonna cause us problems.
Barrel.
Oh, he was
Come
lucky,
around.
but then he
Around
jumped
the
off
One second.
I
accidentally.
got him. I pushed him off the edge.
I got so altered by
Para one, literally one.
So now we should camp this Farah's body so that she doesn't
We have all. Well, I have mine.
get revived.
Regroup.
It was a good boop off of the Reinhardt. It caused their entire initial strategy to fall apart and they had to use their Farah ultimate. Now I'm just in a bad spot there. I was contesting the point, waiting for our team to get back. It was they had to use 2 ultimates on it, granted. So I'm impressed I warranted that much, but it was
Not easy.
it was a field
Nice.
battle. But still, match
Good deal,
1.
guys.
Yep.
I really like that that Reinhardt's final minutes there. So, as usual, if you like the video, don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get notified every time we make a new video. I've been Maxis, and this has been Overwatch Self-Coaching Platinum Climb, episode 43. Have a great day.